Welcome back, everyone. Just finish up this baling contract. We got her all done. Actually, I don't know why I'm driving anywhere. I guess we'll drive back to the shop. It just makes it more legit. Hope everybody's having an awesome day today. Somebody suggested I do a little bit of decoration around here to just kind of make it feel a little bit more realistic, I guess. Looks a little empty and barren, right? Yeah, maybe we'll do that. I think we have to buy that land first, though. Not sure if I want to do that. So, okay, let's just, let's talk more collecting money. 12,841 for that contract, which is just awesome. All right, 16,000 bucks. We've got a few things that I think I need to do. Let me just teleport. When I get out of a contract for, get out of a vehicle for a contract, I can't teleport back to my truck. I can't just tab and teleport. I have to get into the map and just go over here somewhere. But if I get in, I exit, and then I tab, I can get back into it. It's kind of weird. Very weird. So it's late afternoon. Set the clock properly. We've got a bit of food. Not sure how much they're going to go through overnight. We've got 20 piglets in there. It's going to take a while for them to get up to speed, but we've got some slurry. But one thing somebody else mentioned in the comments, I could use a manure pit. I could definitely use a manure pit. So let's have a quick look and see if there's a cheap one. Ooh, is there anything good here? Oh, this would be good. I think we already looked at this and I determined it would be good. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to pass. I gotta be really careful with our money. So we're gonna be in silo extensions. 10,000. Wow. What's this? That's a 10 million slurry tank. Yeah, that's... But, yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot of money. I can't afford that right now, so we're gonna have to do without it. So... I think what we'll do now is move ahead to next month. Keep things moving along. I could do some more contracts, but yeah, we'll see if there's better contracts tomorrow. There's nothing really fantastic out there. So let's rest up. And I hit the wrong key. Here we go. Oh, it's a little hazy out. September. Okay, let's have a look at this. This corn looks different. Is that just me, or is this a special texture for this map, maybe? Looks great. Still 2 months out, though. Got 2 months to get ourselves figured out with a harvester. 2 months for this. And the soybean is... How many months out is this? This is 2 months as well. It's going to hit us at the same time. We're going to need a harvester and a header of each type. So, interesting. One of the things that I think I need to do, I need to figure out, I was thinking about this off camera. This thing only holds 8,000 liters of food, which is really not much for 64 animals once we get to full capacity. So I got to figure out a system so that I can properly balance the food. I can't use a production to make pig food. I can buy pig food though, but I don't know, maybe that's what we'll do, but ultimately I got corn. They love corn. And if I can get a grain, that'll knock out a lot of the percentage of, if we look at, where are we? If I can get base food, which will be corn, and one grain, we can get ourselves to, 75%, and that health, actually the health is at 100 right now. I'm a little confused, but But we got protein coming. So we've got soybean. And can I have soybean? Yes, I can have soybean for protein. And root crops we won't worry too much about. But anyways, I just got to figure out how to keep 8,000 topped up, because it's going to have to be topped up every single day, if not more than once a day. Once we get the capacity, of course. So, all right, what are we going to do to make a few bucks today? Let's start by looking at here and see if there's anything worth. This would be so useful. I feel like I almost don't want to let these slip away, but we might have to. Small tractors, I really can't get much. Oh, I got a cool new mod. A very cool new mod that I just picked up. And it is a mod that shows you the name of the mod itself, but then it also shows you which version it is and who made it. So now I can keep track of who the originators are of all these mods, because I've been terrible at that. This is really cool. Some of them don't have that info. I think it's the base, if it'll be base game, so Giants, if it doesn't have the info. Anyways, very cool. This will be probably a PC only mod. So I just realized I do have some small inexpensive tractors, 50 horsepower, 25, 32. These are very small. This guy can 65. Yeah, there's still a bit. I could use something like this maybe. Can't afford it yet. Can't afford it yet. All right, contracts. Let's have a look. What is this? How much is this going to cost? This is that one I'm not doing. This one, though. This is good. This is good. We're going to grab this contract. It's a nice harvesting contract, 20,000. Shouldn't take too long. It's a pretty big harvester. So, yeah, borrow items. And I'm just going to have a look while we're here. What's this? Sowing. Oh, this would be good too. This would be good too, because seed really doesn't cost much. It's a very big field though. But I could probably make really good profit off this. I'm going to get the two contracts. I can only do one at a time though, but I don't want them to go away, so I'm going to snag it anyway. So I'll borrow items for that as well. I don't want to lose out on them, right? This is vegetables. We're not doing that. What else do we have in here? Okay. I can't use workers, so I gotta figure this stuff out. I think I can get here. Oh no, not this header. Is this I had some problems with the header. Yeah, this. Hope we don't have any problems. Okay. I don't think we have too many obstacles. I think I can just drive like this. Yeah, I did have a problem on Riverview series with this header, and it created some problems. Okay, all of a sudden that looks like a huge field. It's all right though, we'll get her done. Need to get this all opened up. There we go. I'm recording this on my lunch hour, which is not a normal time slot for me to record. I usually record either first thing in the morning or after work, and just decided today to try to crunch it. I only get, you know, technically an hour for lunch, but there's a little wiggle room there, but ultimately I'll try to keep this episode under an hour, so just so I'm respectful. But just as I was about to record this, I loaded up the game, had a look at if there's any new mods today, and of course there's new mods, and of course there's a gorgeous Polish map. And for those of you who know me know that Polish maps are like my favorite for some reason. I'm looking at it going, oh, I want to do a series on this. So, obviously this series just started. I've got some other stuff going on. We're probably going to get to that map and they make a series on that, you know, I don't know, within a few weeks, I guess. This series is going to go for a while. The Zielonka is going to go forever, so that's only once a week. New Frontier is going to be once a week. That's going to go for a while. Just basically this one and Riverview are the ones that are going to be getting a lot of the airtime, I guess. So when one of those finishes up, that's when we'll move on to the next map. But there's probably going to be more maps dropping. Stuff is starting to come pretty fast now. We've got a lot of mods. I'm happy about that. Could still use a little bit more old equipment. I did not turn on GPS. Don't really need it for this. Actually, it would be kind of handy, wouldn't it? I could take my hands off the keyboard and mouse every now and then, but we'll have to get the truck over here. Well, we'll put it down by the road, and I think I'll try to... It looks like we're going to get around once. So I'll try to maybe just drive the harvester up and down to get to the truck. I guess that's the field I have to do the sowing on next there. That's a huge field. Should work out pretty good. It'll be what, once around we'll be almost full. And is this starting to rain? Is that what's happening? That's a bit of a problem, isn't it? What's the forecast look like? I don't know if that will challenge the completion of a contract. You get a lower yield if you harvest in the rain, and I don't know if that can make a contract unachievable. So it's only going to be about 2 hours max. So I think I'm going to... Ooh, there's a tornado coming. There is a tornado coming in March. Still a ways off, though. Okay, that's a long-term prediction. We're going to have to turn that one off for now. And I think we're going to get this going. This I can do in the rain. I don't know how much seed I'm going to need, though, so we're going to have to buy some seed. I really don't know how much I'm going to need. That's a problem. I'm going to go with 4 to start with. If we have to come back and get more, we'll get more. Whatever is left over, I can just dump out and reuse later, right? But I just don't have a lot of money to buy, you know, way too much, I guess. So that's $5,000. Now this contract is for sowing only. I don't need fertilizer in here. Oh, this will only hold 3. Interesting. Not even 3. Well, yeah. But we're not going to worry about fertilizer. And what do I have to sow? What do I have to sow? Sowing. I need oats. Oats. Wheat, barley, oats. There we go. I'm a little worried about the slope on the field. In the rain, wet tires. We're going to use GPS on this one for sure. Steering assist, 2 headlands, sure. Okay. All right, I think we're underway. I am not seeing the contract going up though, so I'm a little concerned about that. Still is 0%. Why is that? Did I screw something up? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Wow. This is gonna be long. This is gonna be long. That's all right. That's fine. We can chat. We'll do some jump cutting. All right, first turn. One run up. And we got to 11%. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad. It was looking a little scary at first there. It took forever to get that first 1%. So we got 11% of the field done. And we only used 8% of the seed. Which means, in theory, we should have enough to do this whole field. I don't have to go back and get more. So I bought 1 pallet too much, but well, we're going to use it. It's just, I wish I'd overspent at a time when I had a bit more money, right? Next week, it will be the first, what do they call that? The first DLC pack is coming out next week from Giants. It'll be a Nexat equipment system. And I don't know what else is going to be involved with that. We'll find out soon enough. All right, that's once around. And we got to 31%. So this actually is going to go, this will go fairly quickly, I think. Well, not quickly, but won't be as bad as I first started getting worried about. What we'll do is just to mix it up a little bit. We're just going to wait until the rain stops, and then we'll stop this contract when we get the sunshine. We'll go and harvest a little bit more. We'll jump back and forth a bit. We'll get them both done manually. The GPS steering assist is by far my favorite feature in FS25. There's some other things that I do enjoy, but I think that one is fantastic. I'm kind of kicking myself because there was a mod in 22 and 19 as well, I believe, called GPS. And I believe this is what it did. And I did not even try it. I didn't even play with it, and I would have loved it then. I feel like I missed out on a good opportunity. Now the problem with GPS is if you look away from the screen for a few minutes, you end up driving right off the field. Oh boy, driving all over the place here. It's interesting. We were at 30% for the outer lap. The second lap only gave us less than 20%. That's how much smaller it is. All right, so I think I'm going to do my little divide and conquer technique. I don't know why I find it more satisfying to kind of split things up. Like going up and down, and then cutting something in half, and then I don't know why. It's all the same, but I just find it more satisfying. We're at 55%. I still have 50% of our seed. So it looks like the gap is starting to narrow. We might just run out. But, with these contracts, typically what ends up happening is you don't have to do the whole thing, right? Well, it looks like the rain has stopped. So I think I'm going to go back to the harvester in a second. We'll go unload into the truck. We'll come back to this in a bit. Just trying to mix it up a bit. Starting to realize that for this series and doing things manually, that big field contracts are probably not a great idea. Even though they're pretty lucrative, right? So I think we're gonna stop just up here somewhere. Yeah, let's just stop right here for now. We'll pick up on this later. Yeah, I think we'll try to stick to smaller contracts. Just keep it simple. Gotta stop getting greedy with the money. It would be nice to buy our first tractor though and get our harvester. We might lease a harvester. I'm not sure yet. And there we go, 20,000 on the hopper. So this has three containers. Hopefully we can do the whole field. We only have to do the trip once to unload. Don't remember how much this holds. When I jump into this guy here, I can see what... Oh no, I guess I don't see. Yeah, there it is. So I'm loading up one of the hoppers. Oh boy. Guess we're gonna be doing more than one trip. Yeah, we're definitely going to be doing more than one trip. Hey, I'm starting to realize doing this stuff all manually is going to take a lot of time. A little concerned. I got to figure out how to dial this in a little bit. It's not a big problem to do it. It's just I only have so much to say about doing the same thing over and over again on camera, you know? I think I need to stick with very small fields with oversized equipment, but obviously even this field, even the biggest equipment would make this take a long time, so yeah, I gotta figure that out. We're gonna make it work. I just gotta dial it in. Given the time constraint that I have today, this episode might be a short one. I will be jump cutting a fair amount of stuff just to keep it, you know, somewhat interesting. But true story, when I first started the channel, my episodes were 20 to 30 minutes. And slowly over time, they moved up to 30 to 45 and then 45 to 60. At one point I was even trying to push longer than that, but I feel like I think there's a sweet spot somewhere. Sometimes I have a lot to talk about. Other times I just want to chill and harvest, you know? I was going to run the harvester up and down the field. I think I'll bring the truck up. I think we might have a full load here on the truck, so that's going to give us a little bit of a drive. We'll be very close to a full load, I think. Now we're going to go across the bridge. We're not going to take the ferry. It'll take quite a while. Just have to look at the map a little bit to see. This is not a complicated map. It's pretty straightforward. I think I just have to go by field number 2 there. Get this middle hopper filled. And get this one filled. Okay, well, we're not quite full, 77%, so I think we're just going to leave that running. We're trying to get a bit more. Fix up my map a little bit. We've got 41% of the field harvested so far, but that number is sometimes deceiving because I find that a little bit confusing. Sometimes you've got the field fully done, but it doesn't show fully done until you've unloaded the trailer. So I think what we'll do, we're probably gonna I think we'll work our way down to the bottom there, stop at the bottom, and then we'll unload that, and then we'll go deliver. I'd like to think I can get to 50% of the field done so that I don't have to do more than 2 trips with the truck, but we'll see if that can fit. So one question or one thing that I was thinking of, and I'm not sure if I want to look into that. The pigs, should I buy their food or should I try to make their food? And ultimately, I'm wondering about the corn that I've got. I've got a cornfield coming very soon. I wonder how much, like, if it's worth selling the corn and buying pig food, like if it's a better deal. It's a 1-for-1 deal, you know, like I can buy as much pig food as I harvest as I sell corn, then it's really worthwhile. In other words, I can get a lot of pig food for just that field's worth of corn. I don't know if I'm making sense there, but looks like we're going to be very close to 50% of the field, the contract, but we'll see in a minute. I'm just going to stop here. We'll get the truck down here. Actually, you know what? Let's keep going. I'll leave the pipe out. We'll keep going. The truck's there, and we're just going to that road, right? So the road right in front of the trucks to get out of here. So we're gonna. Actually, I don't know. Can I get through up there? I didn't think of that. I don't know if that made sense what I was talking about, the pig food, but if I got, say, arbitrarily, let's say I get 20,000 liters of corn out of that field. If I can sell it, and with the money I make, I can buy 20,000 liters of pig food. Then I have, you know, basically swapped out one crop for the highest quality pig food I can get, as opposed to trying to make it, you know, growing multiple fields with different crops and balancing all myself. I'll have to have a look at that. So there's the 50% of the field harvested, according to the bar at the top there. Let me just get the truck over here. Yeah, I can get out to the road, no problem. There we go. Yeah, I think we're going to be full. I'll leave that running. All right. Let's get out of here. I believe I'm going into the far, way up north there. I'll be turning in here. There's the ferry there to the right. To the left, I should say. We're going to turn right here. Yeah, I think ultimately that's what we'll do for moving forward. We'll focus on the smaller fields, smaller contracts. Even though they're not as lucrative, we can get some of our own equipment. We can maximize the return. How do I get over there? This way. I guess that's where I drop stuff off. Let me pull around here. That's the sawmill, I think. Oh, that's the animal dealer. Okay. Sorghum, that'll be, which one's coming out? The first one. You can only do one at a time. I can't open multiple traps at a time, which is kind of weird, but and the middle one. And the back one. There we go. Well, I don't think we're making it to 50%, so I think we're gonna have to do 3 trips back here. Oh, 55% transported. Okay, so we did make it to 50%. Okay, good. Alright, heading back to the field. I'll see you guys there in a sec. Okay. This we're gonna come right in there. Alright. What am I doing? What do I want to do? I'm gonna have to finish these contracts off camera because there's a lot to do here. Much more than I thought. I'll have to adjust moving forward. Get smaller contracts, stuff I could do rather quickly. Otherwise, it's just going to be a lot of quiet and me just doing stuff. Let's do a bit more of this. And then I got to figure out... It looks like we're also going to be leasing equipment. I was just thinking while I was driving there. We're going to try to buy ourselves a tractor. At the very least, buy ourselves a tractor, and we'll lease a harvester when it's time. While this is on GPS steer, let's look at something real quick. All right, well, there goes the manure, or the slurry spreader. What I was thinking of, I'm gonna do this kind of quickly. Special headers, no. Corn headers, no. I thought I had a small implement-based corn harvester. I guess I was wrong. I need the old gear, guys. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna get this all finished up. I shouldn't have taken these big contracts. I mean, it's good to take them, but I have to do them off camera. So I'll get these 2 done, and then we'll have some good money from these. I may do other big contracts off camera, maybe, I don't know. But on camera, I'll try to keep it focused a little bit more on managing our farm. What the heck's happening here? That's weird. There we go. Yeah, and we'll figure out, probably move ahead soon enough to next month. I think did I say we were 2 months out? For our harvests for the corn and the soybean. We'll get it all sorted out. So this is probably going to be a short episode, but that's all right. Thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying this, please consider subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hope you have an awesome day.